Week 22 of the fantasy basketball season, and right here's crunch time in most fantasy leagues. Well, week 2 of the playoffs here, and here's a few guys I looked to add at the guard position this week. The first guy, Rodney McGruder of the Detroit Pistons. So McGruder, a few years ago with the Miami Heat, did have some fantasy value, but he's really been off the radar. Not really a guy who's been playing much over the last few seasons in the NBA. On the season, 5.4 points a game, 2 rebounds, 1.3 threes, and 41% from the field. But the last couple weeks here, he's getting more playing time with a lot of injuries. And obviously this Piston team, one of the worst teams in the league, 13.8 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 3.5 threes, and 46% from the field. So right now he's providing scoring, 3-point shooting, and good rebounding. So a pretty good 3-category guy you could add to your fantasy team right now. Available in 85% of leagues. March 14th at Washington, 16.6 rebounds, 4 threes, 40%. March 16th versus Denver, 20 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block, 6 threes, 46% from the field. And March 19th versus the Heat, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 threes, and 38% from the field. So right here, the Pistons, they do have 3 games coming up this week here. And Rodney McGruder, he's a guy, like I said, he could shoot the 3 ball. He's been rebounding pretty well with the guard position. And he's getting that good playing time as well, playing anywhere from 30 to 39 minutes a game over the last few games here. And right now, like I said, he's out there in 85% of fantasy leagues. Next guy's Aaron Nesmith of the Indiana Pacers. And Nesmith, he's been up and down this season here for fantasy basketball. In the year, 10.1 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 1.6 threes, and 42% from the field. But the last couple weeks, 15.6 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.8 threes, and 50% from the field here. So right now, another guy getting major minutes, about 30 minutes a game for this Indiana Pacer team. And he's making the most of it, especially over the last few games here. March 13th at the Pistons, 15.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, a block, 2 threes, 45% from the field. March 16th at Milwaukee, 22 points, 5 rebounds, a block, 6 threes, 72% from the field. And March 18th versus the 76ers, 25.6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 4 threes, 56% from the field. So right here, he's got a 3-game week, isn't that Smith here for this Indiana Pacer team? And like I said, he's getting the opportunity. He's scoring the basketball pretty well, hitting the 3-ball pretty decent, and a decent rebounder as well. So if you need those categories, he's definitely a guy to go out there and get. And another team, like I said, is this Pacer team on the brink, but they're going to be playing the young guys the remainder of the season and see what they got. The next guy's Malachi Branham of the San Antonio Spurs. He was on the list a few weeks ago here, is Branham. And this Spurs team, we know, is one of the worst teams in the league with only 19 victories on the season. So Branham right now available in tons of fantasy leagues right now at 84% on the season, 9.5 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.1 threes, and 44% from the field. But the last few weeks here, 11 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.4 threes, and 45% from the field. So rebounding, a decent field goal percentage, and I'll give you some 3-point shooting here as Branham for fantasy owners. March 15th versus the Mavs, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 threes, 66% from the field. March 17th versus Memphis, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 4 threes, 37% from the field. And March 19th versus the Hawks, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a 3, 30% from the field. So right now he's playing about 35 minutes a game, is Branham for the San Antonio Spurs team. And I know he's had some good games and some games where he hasn't shown up, but right now in deeper leagues, and a guy also this week here that's going to play in 4 ball games. Branham's definitely a guy we'll go out there and get this week with the 4 games and getting a good opportunity with playing time, obviously, with this Spurs team. Next guy's TJ McDonald of the Indiana Pacers. So McDonald last season, he was a good contributor for fantasy basketball, but this year he's pretty much been off the radar for the most part, is McDonald. But now he's been getting more opportunity once again, and he's playing a little bit better basketball as well, is McDonald. On the season, 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 1.1 steals, and 53% from the field. But the last couple weeks, 11.8 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 7.4 assists, 1.6 steals, and 64% from the field. So if you need field goal percentage, assisting and stealing in the basketball, McDonald definitely will do that for fantasy owners. And right now he's available in 63% of leagues. So the last few games here for McDonald: March 9th versus Houston, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 3 threes in that one, 50% from the field. Then March 11th and 13th, he missed those games. March 16th in Milwaukee, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 12 assists, a steal, a 3, 75% from the field. The March 18th versus Philly, 6 points, 5 boards, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 75% from the field. So assisting, field goal percentage, and steals, he's definitely going to help fantasy owners, and he could pay big dividends right now, no doubt about it. Playing about 25, 30 minutes a game in the fifth and final guard I looked at on the wire this week here is Austin Reeves of Los Angeles Lakers. So Austin Reeves has been playing good basketball this season here, and a good find for this Laker team last year for a guy who obviously wasn't highly rated coming out of college on the season. 11.6 points a game, 2.9 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 1.3 threes a game, and 51% from the field. But the last couple weeks, 16.9 points a game, 3.1 rebounds, 5.4 assists, 1.3 threes, and 55% from the field. So obviously with LeBron James out, they've needed a guy to score a little bit more, and Reeves has been that guy, no doubt about it, over the last few weeks, scoring about 17 points a game. March 14th, the Pelicans, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, 3 threes, 80% from the field. March 15th at Houston, 24 points, 4 boards, 7 assists, a steal, a 3, 42% from the field. The March 17th versus Dallas, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, a block, 62% from the field. So Reeves doing a little bit of everything. Good passer of the basketball, rebounds pretty decent at the guard position, and he's scoring and shooting with a good field goal percentage, which is obviously great, available in 55% of fantasy leagues. That's a few guards I look to add here in a crucial week 22 of the fantasy basketball season.